Hello, I'm Casey Stafford.
And I'm Shema Amalek.
Today we're going to be talking about college finance, steps to take, and how to prepare.
First, we're going to tuition. This is the cost of nothing but taking classes at the school, the base price.
Unfortunately, when figuring the cost of college, there are many other factors, such as room and board. This is the amount you'll pay to live and eat while you're going to school, even if you're living at home. It may also include supplies for your room, such as towels and bed sheets.
You also have to account for books and supplies. Most classes you take at any given college will require books. Unlike your time at elementary, middle, and high school, you will have to pay for these books. You will also have to pay for supplies such as scientific calculator, pencils, and any other generic school supplies.
The extremely expensive college pie has not quite been finished because now you have to account for travel and other miscellaneous expenses, such as money for clothes, trips, or anything that you might potentially need during your time at school. There are also a lot of state and national programs to consider.
If you stay in-state and go to a public college, Oklahoma Promise can help you. What is Oklahoma Promise? We talked to Bridge Creek Middle School counselor, Miss Perry, and she had this to say. With a high school degree and no college education, your salary will be somewhere around $41,288 a year, and you have a 9.4% chance of being unemployed.
Comparing that to a bachelor's degree, you can expect to make around $71,552 and you'll have a 5% chance of being unemployed.
If you want to continue your education beyond that, your chance of being unemployed goes down and your average salary increases.
There are also a lot of state and national programs to consider.
If you stay in-state and go to a public college, Oklahoma Promise can help you. What is Oklahoma Promise? We talked to Bridge Creek Middle School counselor, Miss Perry, and she had this to say. Any final comments, Miss Perry?
Yes, I'd like to encourage all 8th grade students to come by my office and get an application. There's also places online if parents need to look online for more questions, or parents are free to call me and I'll try to help them through that process. So it's a very good opportunity. Even if you don't think you might qualify, I highly recommend that you fill out the application, talk to your parents about that, and then let the Oklahoma Promise people be the final judge. So it's always best to try, even if you get a no in the end.
Thank you very much for your time, and
thank you. Love you guys.
Wait a minute, you said public colleges as opposed to what?
Well, Casey, there are two types of colleges, public and private. Public colleges are run on largely funds granted by the state. Private colleges are run on private funds with little help from the state.
If public colleges are run by the state, what happens if I go outside of Oklahoma and go to a public college there?
Well, if you go to a state outside of Oklahoma, you will not receive the same price as in-state students do. Normally, public colleges are cheaper than private ones, though they might not leave you with as much help.
How do I decide which one to go to?
Well, that all depends on what experience you went from college. Public campuses tend to be much larger and have a larger variety of programs. Private colleges are usually a lot smaller in class size and campus size, which means that you would have a closer relationship with the professor. However, private colleges tend to have less programs and more focused on specific areas, such as liberal arts colleges and technology colleges.
Remember, if the college that you've picked that you want to go to seems out of reach, or if the idea of college itself seems way beyond the realm of possibility, just try as hard as you can and maybe you can actually do it. Just going to college will help you in the future and anything that you need to do in life. So just try as hard as you can to get to college.
I'm Shema Amalish.
And I'm Casey Stafford. Thank you for watching.